Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Rockwood number 480H-626. This is a satin chrome plated solid brass doorstop. A really clean, modern, modern in the sense that it doesn't look like the floor stops they made in 1952, I guess. A modernized type of design of a very heavy-duty piece of doorstop hardware from Rockwood. The 480 is the stop. This is the H version, which stands... doesn't stand for hay. It stands for high, as in tall. The 480H is taller than its 480 sister product because it's taller. This will account for a better management of an excessive gap, or maybe where you want contact with the door making, where you want the door making contact with the face of the stop. This is cast brass. This is solid brass with a satin chrome plated finish on it. The 480 is the stop. The H is the taller version. 626 means satin brass. This is a replaceable rubber bumper that's here. That's screw secured. You can order the replacement bumper. It's a 461B. There's a link below this video to that item where you can order those if you expect tremendous amounts of traffic. This one is going to a printing company, probably with low to moderate sort of volume. It's not a school, it's not a hospital. So I may or may not order any of these bumpers. You probably forget where you put them by the time it's time to replace them. But just know these can be replaced. And that's what makes it a more modern version, a smart version. Because this rubber tip in the Rockwood line is compatible with a number of different products. So that makes life pretty easy in that regard. Now the 481H, that's certainly available in all of your common finishes. Your brasses, your bronze, your chromes, your oil rubbed. They can certainly powder coat it as well. Being Rockwood and being made of architectural brass or architectural bronze, solid brass, they could practically do any finish you want on this. If you want antique nickel, they can do that. They all but encourage requests for custom finishes. You want these powder coated black, which is a very popular finish now, they'll do it. So the 480H has a height of 2 1/4. I'm going to hold it upside down just so it's easier to measure it. And that's going to really be a reference to almost the overall height. You can see it's a bit shy on that. In comparison, the 480, the smaller version, is 1 5/8 height, so let's say 1 1/2. The base dimension is 2 1/2 wide. Its depth, it's going to be about 1 3/4. Okay. Now, from what would be the floor to where your door is going to reside, you can see that you're probably going to want that door to come down to the 1 inch mark. So an undercut of 1 inch, I'd say you'd be in good shape. Maybe a little more than that. So this will tolerate an excessive undercut for your door to still come up and make contact with it. Rockwood will get you started with some anchors. This may or may not be what you need at all, but they are including something at least. If it's going to be high volume use, I would abandon this idea altogether and I would order an exterior screw package, which is going to give you machine screws and lead anchors. Actually, you would do that more properly by ordering the 481H. The 480 tells the 480H tells us it's tall, and this flathead wood screws with plastic anchors. A 481H tells us tall model with the machine bolts and lead anchors. That would be really appropriate for a high volume application. You know, a plastic anchor in concrete, pass. I would use a lead anchor to do that because that is all but an indestructible method. As I'm just simply turning this, I'm withdrawing the screw because it was kind of captive there. Put my screwdriver in there and tighten that bumper up, and I'll be able to easily replace this item. They call it a Duraflex bumper, and it is available in the gray or black. If you were doing this maybe an oil rubbed bronze. You might want that in black. You can specify in the comment field what color of this bumper you want. Gray is going to be pretty much what you always get, but you do have that option. There is a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Rockwood products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. I'm partial to Rockwood, and it's because of the high quality caliber fit and finish on all of their products. This is a piece of solid brass. This is a piece of cast brass. Has a very nice finish on it. It's a utilitarian piece of hardware, but they still put a nice finish on it. You know, this could be sitting in the basement door of a hospital where, you know, the public never sees it. It just needs to quietly do its job. But they still put a really nice finish on even these sort of thankless pieces of hardware, so to speak. And the reason they do that is, looking at the packaging, they isolate this stuff. They don't let the sharp metal objects touch the softer finished objects. Not everyone does that. Finally, there's that link below this video to the manufacturer's page again, where you can pull up all the Rockwood products we sell. I would encourage you to review their catalog. That's there, as well as their RM series, their architectural door pull catalog, which is a very interesting trip down the avenue of custom door pulls. Leather wrapped, wood, rubber wrapped, material made of all of your architectural base materials, your aluminum, your stainless steel, your brass, your bronze. They can do a variety of things. If you really want some pull hardware to stand out, look at their leather wrapped material. It's exquisite. It's excruciatingly expensive because it's real leather, hand stitched by, I understand they sub the leather portion out to a company. It's a multi-generation affair that's been doing it since Polk was president, sort of scenario. So it's really exquisite. You're not going to use that on your house, although you could. I just sold a gentleman in Minnesota a pair of 4-foot-long leather-wrapped, burgundy-dyed pole handles, and they're beautiful, is the bottom line. And they'll last forever. Anyway, any questions on the Rockwood 480H in a satin chrome finish or any other Rockwood product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.